Welcome to the Charley Casserly Draft Special. We're at the Cole Fieldhouse Performance Center at the University of Maryland. I'm Julie Donaldson, and our resident general manager, Charley Casserly, is going to be taking 3 potential NFLers through a workout that is similar to what they would experience with the team as we look forward to the draft. Charlie, since we are at the University of Maryland, let's start with the Terp. Darnell Savage turned heads at the combine with the second fastest time running the 40. We've seen the tape, but why put him through an extra workout?
Julie, I tell you what, there's 3 reasons why you work a player out. The first one, what didn't you see on tape that you can get done in a workout? The second thing is quickness and athletic ability. It's much better, Julie, to judge that live than on tape. And finally, it's an interview. You get him in a relaxed atmosphere, you learn a lot more about him in this situation.
All right, to the field we go.
Here with Darnell Savage, outstanding safety from the University of Maryland. We're going to put through a little workout here, some athletic ability drills, some backfield drills, so just to be able to see what his movement is like. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, Darnell. First drill we're going to do is a back pedal and turn drill. I'm going to raise the ball. Darnell's going to back pedal. When he hits the orange cone, he's going to turn and run sprint 10 yards. You start it when I raise the ball, Darnell.
All right.
Good job, good job. Your back pedal is fluid, your turn is fluid, okay, your explosion from it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now. I want you to back pedal, and then you're gonna react to the ball. Okay, it could be side to side, 2, like this, so you're gonna come 45-degree angle and break one way or the other. Or if I do this, you come back to me.
Okay.
You ran real slow, didn't you, at the combine, huh?
Nah.
What did I tell you you ran?
4.36.
That's right. That's pretty good now. Did anybody ever line you up at corner?
I did. I played corner my freshman year. Yes,
freshman
sir.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In talking to teams, has that discussion come up about trying you at corner or not?
I definitely think they know I'm fast enough to play corner. I think a lot of teams thought I was going to be a lot slower than what I ran.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Your estimate was 4.5.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I've been proving people wrong my whole life, so I'm just trying to keep working hard and just do things the right way, and I know everything else will handle itself.
Good. Well, that's a good attitude to take. All right. So let's go over here on the hash mark now. We're going to do the wave drill.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start this way, you back pedal, then we go. All right. Ready? Good, good. What we're going to do in this drill, just back pedal, and then I'm going to move you one way or the other, and you just go on a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
Good job. That's excellent. Very fluid. You don't waste any steps, and you explode right out. That's impressive. That's impressive. What we're going to do here is, I call it the W drill. You've done this before.
Yeah.
So you line up here, and you're going to back pedal at a 45-degree angle. When you hit the white line, come forward, back, and you'll end up, just keep doing it till you get to that hash.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Excellent. Very good. I don't know if you've wasted a step yet. If my eyes turn to a direction, okay, what has to also turn?
Your shoulders.
Right. So it's more of the whole body type thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because when we're sitting there looking off, I can't look off without going this way.
Yeah.
Right? So if I'm doing that, if I'm looking this way, okay, fine, my shoulders are that way. So good, that's good. Good read there. Okay, if I'm like this, okay, and I open up, that's simple. All right. So, and if I'm like this and I go here, then you go there. Okay. All right. Very good job. I always thought the best interviews I ever had with players is when I worked them out. You really get to know a guy. See, I always felt the best way to get to know a guy is when he's sweating a little bit tired. It's better than a sit-down interview.
Yes,
you can do the whole thing, everything in a sit-down interview as you're doing walking around doing these things.
Right.
So I always felt this was the best interview. So far you got an A+ now.
Another Big Ten player that could find himself on a roster in the fall is Loudoun County product Trace McSorley, as he took Briarwoods High School to 3 straight state titles and is one of the best quarterbacks in Penn State history. But Charlie, many question whether or not he has the ability to make it at the next level. What are you wanting to see from him today?
Julie, it's simple. Arm strength and quickness of release. You judge them much better live than on tape.
Here's the QB.
Is there a quarterback or quarterbacks that you study in the NFL that you say, this is something that I've learned from or studied from?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Drew Brees. Just consistency in his footwork and helping out with his setups, always getting out to the throw. And then Russell Wilson's another guy I'll watch in the NFL, just how he uses his athletic ability and how he protects himself. He's running around, escaping the pocket, running downfield, but you never see him taking big hits. He's always being smart. He's getting the first down, but once he does, he's getting himself safe, taking him out and getting out of bounds.
From a scouting point of view, when I'm looking at, I see a 12, I call it a timing route. Is that a fair statement?
Yep.
So give me your coaching point on the 12-yard out.
So this 12-yard out, it's 5-step, it's a rhythm throw. So you're getting it out to him as quick as possible. So you're 5-step, you're not taking a hit, putting your foot on the ground to the left. You got to get that foot aligned so you can get it out. You got to keep it outside. It's one of those routes you want to keep it outside so the defensive back drives it. Only place the receiver can get it is outside.
Was there a particular go-to route in your offense? Sometimes you got to get it going. Sometimes, but we can always go back to X to get it going.
Yeah.
What route was that, or what action was that?
It was probably, we ran a ton of just comebacks on the outside. So we would take those if we were just needed something to get the ball moving.
Sure.
Or we had a lot of, in our RPOs, just easy speed out access throws.
Right.
So any of those that they're giving it to us, let's just take our 6 yards and take the next play.
When you're throwing a deep ball, a timing point of view, that if he was running a straight deep route, when do you want to get the ball up? When do you try to get the ball up?
If it's just a straight go route, straight 9 route, we'll go just 5 and a hitch. You want to get it out with some timing to be able to put air on it and keep it outside so then you can be able to track it and create separation while the ball's in the air.
Good, right in his hands. What's your coaching point on the fade?
So fade,
From you as a quarterback.
three-step timing, and you want to get it out early so that he can create separation towards the back corner of the end zone. Let him track it, run under it, keep it high. First, you got to know who the receiver is. So
Sure.
a big guy outside, keep it high, let him go use his size and his natural God-given size. And you got a fast guy, put it out, let him separate with speed.
How much bootlegging outside the pocket stuff did they design for you?
We would do a lot of rollouts. A lot of it would be off like a play action look.
Sure.
Where a lot of it was designed with reads, kind of in our RPO offense is how we get passing game on the outside, on the edge.
Touchdown, how about that?
Another Loudoun County product, Travis Fulgham, was late to play the game of football because he was traveling all over the world playing other games like cricket. But when he did pick up football at high school at Broad Run, he picked it up pretty well and went on to ODU, where he quickly earned a scholarship and made a name for himself. But Charlie, how does he make a name for himself in the NFL?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to concentrate on the workout is his route running. He's, quote, a little bit raw, so you want to see just how refined and skilled he is running his routes. Watching you on tape and reading reports on you, people use the term raw in your routes. Have you ever heard that?
Yes, sir.
When somebody says that you're raw in your routes, what's going through your mind about, other than, hey, you're full of crap, okay? But what do you think they see that says your route is kind of raw?
Maybe those thoughts were coming from the beginning of my season. I wasn't getting the ball as much, not as many targets, and I guess they felt like my route running wasn't up to par. But later in the season, I've heard different results from that. They say I'm a great
Is there a
route runner.
particular route that people have talked to you about or asked you about?
People say I run the full route tree, so whatever route I can run it.
Give me your coaching point on the hitch route.
On a hitch route?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna want to come off the ball, self-streak, make the DB try and flip his hips. It's at 6 yards, so you want to snap it at 6 and wait for the ball.
Okay, so if I'm the DB, are you going to wait till I turn my hips to break it, or you go at 6 yards?
6 yards.
So the quarterback knows where it is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the key, like you said, is explode off the line.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you want him to think you're going for the home run.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Fulgham holds it in inside the 35 and So they go right back to number 7, Travis Fulgham.
If I'm in a press alignment, so right here, and you're going to run the slant, what are you trying to do to me?
I'm going to jab inside real quick, take my 3 steps, and then club you by.
And go that way.
Yes, sir.
Why jab inside?
I like it better because the DB kind of has a timer in his head, and if he sees that first jab,
Sure.
he's probably not thinking slant automatically if I start
Correct.
running this way.
Gotcha. Okay. So really, you're getting them off balance.
Yes, sir.
By doing that. Walk me through the curl route on the coaching points of the footwork.
Same thing as every other route. You want every route to look the same, so you're exploding off the line.
Yeah.
And the 12 yards, sink your hip, and come down at like a 45-degree angle, straight to the quarterback.
Good. What you've done outstanding so far is you're coming off the ball. I mean, you're a big, impressive guy coming off the ball.
Thank you.
That makes the DB worry, because with your size and your catch radius, you don't have to necessarily always get great separation. Your body is your separator.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't mean you're not trying to get it. So that's something you have going for you. So, all right, so 12-yard out.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. That's an A. A on the route. No wasted steps. Boom, boom, like that.
That's right.
See, that wasn't a raw route. That was a professional route. Good
appreciate
job.
it.
My first initial reaction, I can't just back up. You know, I kind of got to hop my feet and stay in place so I can see everything before I just react.
It's not just about the workouts on the field. Players also have to impress in the film room, drawing up plays, and in the interviews. Will our prospects pass the test? Find out next on the Charley Casserly Draft Special. And welcome back to the Charley Casserly Draft Special. I'm Julie Donaldson. Charley just put 3 NFL prospects through a workout on the field, but Charley, we know true success in the NFL comes with a lot of work they do off the field, and that includes drawing up plays. Now, Darnell Savage played almost every position on defense, so calling the plays should be easy for him, and that's what you're about to challenge him to.
Yeah, you know, he's going to be a signal caller in National Football League. I think that's where he could really have success. So what we're going to do is we're going to challenge him. He's going to put up his call, and then we're going to start working some adjustments, some motion, receivers doing different things, and see how he adjusts there. So this is really the single most important part of his evaluation process, is winning the board. And I think he's going to do well.
All right, here's Darnell on the whiteboard.
You're going to be a dime linebacker.
Okay. Dime personnel. Normally it's on third down, so on third down you tend to play depending on the team you're playing against and the down the distance, you tend to play a lot more man coverages. For this sake, I'm going to write up one of our 8-drop coverages. So we're blitzing 3 people and dropping 8. So it's called bench 8.
Bench 8.
Yeah.
What does bench mean?
Bench is telling you everybody where to line up. This really is just telling the dime backer to line up. The dime to line up to the bench, which is the short side of the field, and the nickel to line up to the
okay, so where is the bench right now? Is this the hash mark here, and that's the bench?
I put the hash mark here.
All right, so drawing the whole defense. What's the big picture concept of dropping 8?
You want the quarterback to dump it off underneath so the guys have time to rally up to it and tackle it before he gets to the first down. But by dropping 8, you kind of take away all the deeper holes with the concept, just the route concepts. Starting on this side, this corner he's gonna press bail, so he's gonna fake in here like he's playing man coverage.
Press bail is what? Go ahead.
So say you're the quarterback.
I'm the quarterback.
All right, you're the quarterback.
And there's a receiver right in front of you.
Receiver's right here.
Yeah, so go ahead. Press bail.
You're going through your cadence. Blue 18, blue 18. When you say the second blue 18, I'm creeping out like this.
Gotcha.
So when the quarterbacks get ready to snap the ball, that's when you want to start getting out of your press, because it's no longer time to disguise. You got to get to your.
Do you practice the cadence of the other team?
Yes.
So you know the cadence of the other team?
Just watching film is always indicators. Some quarterbacks lick their hands.
Okay.
Some quarterbacks maybe clap here like this. Some quarterbacks grab the towel on the back.
Gotcha.
Some lift their leg
so
up.
There's an indicator before the ball snaps by scouting. Okay, good.
Like I said, he's gonna do that press bail, and right here he's gonna level off, and he's gonna play the flat. He's gonna play the flat on this side, so he's gonna get a heavy reroute, heavy collision on this guy. So he's just gonna hit this guy.
He's
gonna be physical with this guy. Right. From here to the sideline, this safety has all this ground. So he's gotta get depth. He's gotta get depth. Right. He can't let anyone deeper than him.
If he does a swing, what do you do here?
If he does a swing, then I'm alerting this corner that there's something coming up because he's going to be rerouting him. Because he's going to be rerouting this receiver, so he may not see it.
So now, if the guy comes up the seam, okay, what do you do then?
If he comes up the seam, then this buck right here, I have to match him. So I have to run with him as best he can. I'm really just looking here and looking back here just to see run past. You know, because like you said, that draw, you want to tackle him before they get to 9 yards. You want to tackle him at 8. So my first initial reaction, I can't just back up. You know, I kind of got to hop my feet and stay in place so I can see everything before I just react.
If this guy blocks, then you turn right to him and see what he does? So what are the things that he would do that could force you to be aware to do something about him in coverage?
Yeah, he could come here and he could run like a mesh route, or he could come deeper than that. He could run a dig.
All right, if that guy blocks, you turn and look for that. Okay. Now, if that guy releases, if he releases to here, are you still looking over here?
Yeah.
Okay, so now he's going here. You explain how that's going to react to these players here.
Right.
So then you come back over and you see if he runs, because those are the only routes that you would be involved in.
Right.
If they come across the middle. And that's it there. All right, excellent.
The X's and O's also transfer to the film room, and especially when it comes to quarterback, how much tape you watch. Often the first one in and the last one's out. But when you're going through tape with Trace McSorley, what are you looking for specifically from him?
Well, I want to see what things are they going to ask him to do. You know, how many calls does he have to make at the line of scrimmage, protections, audibles, things like that, things he's going to have to do in the NFL. And then I want to see how he reads the defense and his progression through it. So it's a combination of those things. And really, Trace is a smart guy and he's a competitor. So this is really an important part of the interview process for him.
All right.
So we got Ohio State. A lot of points in this one now. So who are you reading here now?
So in this one, we're reading number 32, the Mike linebacker. And if he steps up, we're going to hit a hitch to number 1, KJ, on the outside. And if he steps out and plays KJ, then we're just going to hand it off to Miles. So you'll see KJ run 6 yards and just turn inside. And I'll be going through the mesh handoff. And as I see 32 step up, I pull it out and get it to KJ.
32 steps up, hit the hitch. Hitch is in the open area. Pick up a good gain. Let's see it from the end zone here now. This gives you a good view of 32. Talk us through it again.
So he's stepping up, attacks into his gap, so now we're able to hit the hitch behind him.
So tell us what we're going to see here.
So
first of all, you're doing something here now. Okay, what are you doing?
So we got a pass play up. So I'm going up and I'm making a protection check, telling the line to go out and block the Sam linebacker coming off the edge, and then. So the line will kick out, and then
so when you say the line kicks out, what does that mean?
So that changes their ID from, in this protection, they were on 35, and then now they go to number 20 with the 3 ID of who they're going to.
So the concern is that if 20 comes, we got to have somebody to block, right?
Yeah.
So the tackle now will come out, and he'll be on 20.
Yeah. So our first read is the high-low, this field corner.
Yeah.
We had KJ on the inside fade, and we got a hitch out there. So if that guy settled his feet at all, we might have an opportunity to hit KJ deep. If he keeps running, then we're just going to take our hitch. And if we get any kind of flat buzz out, we'll just come right back down to our drive concept backside.
Corner's done what now?
He's bailing out.
So bailing out, so where are you going to throw the ball?
Now I'm going to go to the hitch.
All right, now you got a tough throw here. So you got somebody right in your face.
Yeah.
So this isn't an easy throw. You can't step into the throw and you get the throw. And sometimes in the NFL, you're not going to step into it. So that's a great play. But the important thing there is it's an outstanding read. One of the things that just watching these plays here, the protection calls, that's a big part of your NFL game is your protection calls. And you do a lot more protection calls than a lot of quarterbacks in college. So that's going to be an advantage going into the NFL. I think you're going to find that. You're going to be a rookie. Bottom of the depth chart. You've been there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've been at the bottom of the depth chart, right?
Yeah, I came into college, had to work my way up.
What's going to be your philosophy of being on the bottom of the depth chart to start to work your way forward?
Being that guy that comes in and takes advantage of the opportunity. So when he comes in, gets a rep on the field, he knows exactly what the play call is, knows what everyone else's responsibility is, trying to be that guy that can facilitate everyone and get everyone in the right spot. So right from the jump, guys understand that I'm a guy that can lead and can get the job done.
From the field to the film room to the interviews, also one of the most important parts of the process of getting to the draft. Charlie, you have coached hundreds of players on how to present themselves in the interview process. When you sit down with Travis, what are you wanting him to walk away from with this?
Well, we're going to talk about some interviewing techniques. The first one is how do you enter the room? presence. You know something about that.
That first impression's everything.
Absolutely. And then his background. He has a fascinating background. He only played 2 years of high school football. He played multiple sports. You know, what did he learn from playing those other sports that have helped him become a successful college football player and a successful pro, we hope? First thing is this. When you enter the room, you can win the room. Well, you want to win the room even before you say anything. So how you enter the room is important. So as we enter the room, a couple of things here. First of all, you got a great smile. So we want to be smiling. We want to be happy. We want to be excited about being there.
Yes,
the
sir.
second thing is head up.
Yes, sir.
Firm handshake. Give me a firm handshake. That's a firm handshake. See, you start taking control of the situation before you even been interviewed. You may have come to the game of football late, but you did all these other things.
Yes, sir.
Tell everybody how some of those other sports help you in football today.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I definitely felt like that helped with my transition, you know, playing soccer with my footwork, baseball, tracking the ball, also catching the ball away from your body.
What position you play in baseball?
Shortstop and center field.
Center field. Okay, so
Yes,
now
sir.
center field, you got to go right, left. You got to go over your hand.
Yes, sir.
Any Willie Mays catches?
Maybe once or twice.
Once
but
over the
yeah,
shoulder,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. What about rugby? What's rugby teach you?
Definitely with tackling, you know, hopefully help me out with some special teams.
There, how about that?
opportunities. Yes, sir.
That's terrific. Anything in particular you set out to work on in your game this spring to improve? Anything that you
Yes,
worked
sir.
on?
Just honing in on becoming a great route runner. That's what I want to be in the league. Make sure I can run every possible route that they throw at me, and also just becoming better at the game, learning every aspect of the game.
Fulgham, touchdown! Old Dominion! Fulgham holds it in!
We all learned some lessons from home that have helped us be successful. What would you say is a lesson you learned at home that's kind of you're taking through your life here?
Well, both my parents always told me to work twice as hard as the next person, and that's definitely led me to where I am right now, just making sure we're always focused on academics and sports.
A coaching point here on interviews. When you look at a newspaper, the front page of the newspaper, what do you see there? What jumps out to you about the front page of the newspaper?
Whatever is in bold letters.
Bold letters.
Yes, sir.
Headline, right?
Yes, sir.
When you're answering a question, think of the headline. See, in television, they tell you in the first 7 seconds, you better get your point out to make them listen to the rest of it. Same thing with an answer. Those first 7 seconds, that headline, bang. Like when I asked you the question about what point you took for it, you said hard work. Hey, I'm interested now. So tell me more about that.
Okay.
See, if you start with the story, you might lose them. So, Travis, hey, seriously, you did a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And entrance, smile, presence. You got a big guy. You take command of the room with that handshake. Your answers are great.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you now. You're going to do fine.
Travis is certainly well on his way to winning over the interview room. But when we come back, how can these players find success in the NFL? Charlie's going to break it down for us on the Charley Casserly Draft Special.
Being able to spend this time with Charlie was a great experience. You know, he's got a great mind. He's been around a lot of football, been around a lot of guys. So just being able to talk to him and kind of pick his brain and just kind of get as much knowledge as you can from him was awesome.
Charlie, it's been a fun day getting to see these players up close and personal and really be able to break down their games, who they are as a person. And it's just a small sample size of what they're going to have to go through with a potential NFL team, a potential home for them in the fall on a roster. If you're to take these guys, what would you say the key to success for them at the NFL level is?
Yeah, I'd say with Darnell, Julie, it's his versatility. This guy's really a smart guy. He can call the signals. I think he can play special teams. He can play deep center field. And I think that's going to be his position, center field. But he also can come down and play nickel linebacker. So versatility is the key with him. I think with Trace is a competitor. He's won everywhere. He's a leader. All those things are going to help him be a success. His key is going to be the system. He needs to be in a system where it's more of a short passing timing game. They call it the West Coast offense. That's going to be his game. That's where he can be successful. And as far as Travis, Travis didn't only play 2 years of high school football, so he's still learning to play the game. So he's a big, strong, physical guy, got good hands. The route running. Now, we did some things with him today where he did well in his route running. So as he improves his route running, that's when he's going to improve his chance for success.
All right, we wish all of them the best of
absolutely.
luck
Yep,
and the best
no
of
question.
success as they do look forward to life in the NFL as we do lead up to the draft. For more coverage on the draft, find us on NBCSportsWashington.com.
We'll put the mic there, and we'll put the dime right there. You're bigger than him. All right?
Hi.
Exactly. Sit
slouch.
up straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to have one of these, right?
Yeah, no,
nah, we
sir.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Give me a firm handshake. That's a good defensive handshake. Touchdown. How about that?